And prior to this, we have done how to record the transaction by us in the cash book and by bank in our account. Chaliye. Let's start with the balance, children. Very simple to understand. Very simple to understand, children. When we deposit money in the account, we put the transaction as to cash. Let's say it is 10,000. And when we withdraw, it is by cash. I've just taken a token assumption. In case of buy cash, it could be buy rent, it could be buy salary, anything that moves out from the bank account. In our cash book, it will appear on the credit side, that is withdrawal side. Okay. Similarly, children, when we deposit money, the bank would be maintaining the record like buy cash account. And when we'll withdraw money, bank would be maintaining the record like to cash account. Yes or no? Opposite chalta hai hamesha, that we have already done as per the journal entry. Itna sabko yaad hoga. Which side in cash account, children, we happen to see the shortage? Sorry, in cash book. In cash book, shortage appears where? Credit side. And we'll be putting it as what, children? By balance carried down. And in passbook, the shortage appears similarly on which side? Debit side. And what we'll be putting? To balance carried down. Expecting everybody to write the full spelling of balance. Just don't put bile and bile. We'll show the total, children. So total is 10,000. 10,000. In cash book, children, if carried down appears on the credit, certainly brought down would appear where? Debit. So we'll be putting it as to balance brought down 4,000. Use common sense and answer. If in passbook we have written carried down on the debit, children, certainly true brought down would appear where? Which side? Debit side. Credit side. So nahi pad gaya? Chaliye, ekdam aasan hai ab. So if brought down is on the debit side, we'll title it as what? Debit balance or credit balance? Debit. And if brought down is on the credit side, we'll call it as what? Very good. We deposited 10 and took out only 6. Deposited 10 and took out only 6. We have our money into the account or we have taken excess? We have. So it is called as, children, favorable balance. When we'll say this, the businessman, we'll say as per cash book. But bank apne muh se bolega, so it is very good. And children, generic name is when you have your money, it's a balance. When you take out more, it is called as overdraft. Complete this balance work, then we proceed on to OD as well. Now we'll be understanding what is the meaning of a overdraft. Things would be more or less same, children. थोड़े से बस differences आएंगे. थोड़े से differences आएंगे. In place of what is called as 6,000, what was shown as withdrawal, हम withdrawal की value को थोड़ा सा increase कर देंगे. Instead of 6, let us say I took out from the bank account 16. Now shortage appears in cash book on which side, children? Debit side.
Yes, on the debit side.
Brought down would be coming on which side? Credit side.
So the right. Yes, credit side.
Heard this much very well, everybody? Please put this fast, then we start interpreting this. In passbook, if carried down appears on the credit, children, certainly true brought down would appear where? Very good, very good. So children, do answer if brought down is on the credit. So it is credit balance or debit balance? If brought down is on the debit, it has which balance? Very good. Understood this? We have deposited 10 and took out 16. We have taken out more or less, children? We have overdrawn. We have drawn over what we have deposited. That's why we call it as overdraft. We call it as overdraft. It is positive or negative money, children? It is positive or negative?
So positive.
Positive.
Yes.
We have withdrawn more money, so it becomes negative or positive.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. It become negative, sir.
So we call it as unfavorable.
Unfavorable.
Call it as unfavorable. Understood? So in passbook, on the debit side, if we see brought down, means we are the debtor of the bank. In cash book, if we see on the credit side by balance brought down, it means bank is our creditor. बैंक हमारा creditor है and हम बैंक के debtor हैं. So passbook debit and cash book credit means one and the same thing. Cash book debit and passbook credit means one and the same thing. So in cash book, brought down reflected on the credit makes bank as our creditor. In passbook, brought down on the debit reflects us as bank's debtor. Quickly put this. Very quickly. Chali. Moving ahead. So very well, everybody understood. Brought down on the debit and cash book reflects balance, and on the credit it reflects OD. Passbook may brought down on the credit reflects balance, and on the debit side it reflects OD. Okay, chaliye. Now a very simple query from everybody. If I have 10,000 rupee in my bank, children, and I have deposited 2,000 more, what would be the resultant in my bank? 12,000. Let's see how it works. So I have rupee 10,000 in my bank. Cash book will show two balance brought down. Cash at bank everybody must have posted अगर homework किया होगा तो. और passbook में this same data, how it is reflected? By balance brought down. If we have deposited any money, children, in cash book, it will be recorded where? Debit side or credit side? Debit side. To cash or somebody has deposited वगैरह वगैरह. Say 7,000 rupees. And in passbook, it appears on the credit side. How much is the balance we certainly have now, children? 17,000. By balance, carried down. How much? And here we have two balance carried down, 17,000. So moral of the story is this: when we deposit money, children, balance increases or decreases? Increases. नाइकू वालों को पढ़ाया था, उन्होंने सिंबल बना दिया अपने जूते का ये. Quickly put this in your worksheet. So everybody understood that when we deposit money, balance will go up. And children, if we happen to withdraw money, in that case, will the picture be exactly same? No, children. The picture would definitely be somewhat different. When we'll withdraw money, obviously true, children, balance would increase or decrease. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So children, on the credit side, we'll be putting what is called as buy cash. Let us say we have withdrawn 3,000 rupees. And in passbook, it would appear where? On the debit side. We had 10 and took out 3. How much are we left with? 7. So what did we observe, children? Balance reduces when we withdraw money, or balance increases when we withdraw money? Children, balance increases or reduces? Balance reduces. Quickly put it. Moving ahead, children. So everybody understood that when we deposit money, balance will increase. When we take out money, balance would decrease. For this, children, I want everybody to please draw a structure that I'm making so that people would remember what would be the effect when we deposit and withdraw. So everybody knows that when we'll deposit money, balance would increase. Yes or no? With the effect of deposits, balance increases. And with the effect of withdrawals, balance would decrease. Heard and understood this? Moving ahead. So children, when we deposit money, balance would increase. When we withdraw money, balance would decrease. Another maxim, children. In case of passbook, I repeat, children, in case of passbook, deposits appear on a different side in comparison with cash book, if I'm not wrong. Yes or no? Same is the case for withdrawals as well, children. In cash book, withdrawals happen to appear on the opposite side as it is the case in case of cash book. So अगर आप पासबुक की बात करेंगे और कैश बुक की बात करेंगे तो कंटेंट डिफरेंट है. In passbook, children, deposits appear on the credit, whereas cash book means cash book bank column, deposits appear on the debit side. In passbook, children, withdrawals appear on the credit side. Credit side? Debit side, not on the credit side. And the children, in cash book, withdrawals appear on the credit side. This is the complete summary of what we have done till now. Cash book में deposit debit, withdrawal credit. Passbook में deposit credit and withdrawal debit. कुछ और भी मार्क कर लीजिए जब इतना मार्क किया है तो. When we'll deposit money in passbook, the credit aspect increases. Yes or no? And in cash book, debit aspect increases. When we withdraw money, children, in passbook, I repeat, in passbook, posting appears on the debit, and in cash book it appears on the credit. समझ में क्या? तो withdrawal की वजह से money will go down. तो ये खैर आपने पहले भी लिखा है, आपको ये opposite arrow mark करने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी. Quickly put it. हाँ लिखिए. So let me summarize the things. When we deposit money, balance would increase, and when we withdraw money, balance would decrease. In passbook, deposits appear on the credit, but in cash book, deposits appear on the debit. In passbook, withdrawals appear on the debit, but in cash book, withdrawals appear on the credit. Due to deposit, passbook का credit बढ़ेगा. Due to deposit, cash book का debit बढ़ेगा. So this much knowledge is given to everybody, and in every numerical, this much should be observed. Only then you'll identify कैसे आप cause of mismatch को represent करेंगे. Quickly put, proceeding further. Let's proceed further, children. So children, now we have understood कि BRS क्या होता है, पासबुक क्या होती है, कैश बुक क्या होती है, ये सब हम पढ़ चुके हैं. किन रीजंस से मिसमैच होता है, the reasons are displayed in front of you. You gave the check to the supplier today, but he went to the bank next month. आपका टाइम चेक देने का and he going to the bank to getting the money, the time was different. इस वजह से मिसमैच हो गया. You gave a check worth 10,000 but recorded 1,000. You gave a check worth 1,000 but by mistake recorded 10,000. पैसे आपके अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट होने थे, बैंक डिपॉजिटेड इट इन somebody else's account. It was to be withdrawn from your account, but bank withdrew from somebody else's account. So due to these two reasons, the difference occurs between cash book and passbook. So generally there are certain transactions जो cash book की debit या credit side में होते हैं. Let's analyze them, children. Let's analyze them. The list of transactions starts like this. We have deposited some checks into bank. When we receive a check, we simply pass the entry bank account debit to XYZ, bank account debit to sale. तो ये debit side में appear करेगा. When you receive a check from somebody, children, and you deposit it into the bank, the text is check deposited, but in this chapter you'll find this text written in a different way. You won't find check deposited, rather you'll find check paid. Paid से कुछ बच्चे समझ लेते हैं बैंक से पैसे जा रहे हैं. No, no, no. Check paid into bank means check deposited. So it appears in cash book where? Debit side. Anything appearing in the debit side will enhance or reduce your balance. Enhance. Thereafter children, बैंक ने आपके बिहाफ पे इंटरेस्ट कलेक्ट किया. क्या बैंक आपको फोन करके बताएगा इंटरेस्ट कलेक्ट हो चुका है? क्या बैंक आपको फोन करके बताएगा? बैंक ऐसी कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं देगा. आप जब बैंक में रिकॉर्ड अपडेट करेंगे तब आपको पता लगेगा. ऐसा रिकॉर्ड आपको नजर कैसे आएगा? लेट्स सी चिल्ड्रन. कभी आपने पासबुक देखी होगी. पासबुक में आपको ये रिकॉर्ड नजर आता है, बट एज ऑफ टुडे हमें बैंक जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. हमारे पास बैंकिंग एप्स होते हैं. ओके, तो मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल से शो करता हूँ इसको. होप सो सबको समझ में आ गया कैसे पासबुक में इंटरेस्ट नजर आता है. Some entries that are done in our cash book only when we'll receive information from the bank. Like interest, मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल अभी दिखाया. इंटरेस्ट गिवन बाय द बैंकर, ये वही इंटरेस्ट था जो हमारा बैंक में मनी डिपॉजिट है, उस पे बैंक ने हमको दिया. Many a times children, people pay money to us. People pay money to us. Is it necessary फोन करेंगे हेलो हेलो आपके खाते में पैसा जमा हो गया? Not at all, not at all. मैसेज अब आता है ना. 50 ईयर्स अगो, 30-40 ईयर्स अगो मैसेज नहीं आता था, तो आप बैंक से डेटा अपडेट कराते थे. इवन चलिए मैसेज आ भी गया. 31st को इवनिंग में 4 o'clock पे मनी डिपॉजिट हुआ. वी थॉट कि अब तो कुछ हुआ नहीं होगा, नेक्स्ट मंथ कुछ होगा जो भी होगा. बट जब हमने 1st of July को अपना कैश बुक का बैंक कॉलम और पासबुक मैच किया, दे हैड मोर मनी, वी हैव शोइंग लेस मनी. तो ये मिसमैच कैसे हुआ? वो 31st इवनिंग को somebody deposited the money, we had no information, that's why we were unable to put the record. तो इसलिए हमने इसको अपडेट नहीं किया. ऐसा कैसे होता है? I happen to show this as well, just hold on. So observe these auto pay payment children. These payments I have instructed to the bank, standing instruction है कि every month on this so and so date you keep making my payment done. तो बैंक पेमेंट कर देता है. बट जब मैं अपडेट करूंगा ऐप, व्हेन आई विल गो थ्रू इट, देन आई विल कम टू नो कि बैंक ने ऐसा किया है, एंड देन आई विल अपडेट माय बैंक कॉलम ऑफ कैश बुक आल्सो. मूविंग अहेड. Similarly children, on the credit side of cash book, when you give check to somebody, you simply put the entry ... account debit to bank. But is it necessary that the party will same day go to the bank and take out the money? Not necessarily. You have withdrawn money from bank for office use or personal use. The data appears on the credit side of bank column in cash book. Okay. Then बैंक ने आपके बोलने पे किसी को पेमेंट कर दिया. अभी मैंने आपको एग्जांपल्स दिखाए. हमने बैंक को इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए हैं. स्टैंडिंग इंस्ट्रक्शन मीन खड़े होकर इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया? नो, बाय डिफॉल्ट पहले से इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है इस डेट को सो एंड सो पेमेंट कर दीजिएगा. तो बैंक पेमेंट कर देगा. हम भूल गए तो मिसमैच हो जाएगा. बट अगर हमने भी रिकॉर्ड किया, बैंक ने भी रिकॉर्ड किया, तो वो मिसमैच. बैंक हैज चार्ज्ड सम इंटरेस्ट चिल्ड्रन. किस बात का इंटरेस्ट चार्ज किया सर? दे आर गिविंग अस सर्विसेज. हमने कुछ उनसे बोरो किया पैसा, उस पर इंटरेस्ट है. एटीएम कार्ड चार्जेस एंड ऑल दैट. सो फॉर दीज एक्टिविटीज हम इसको कैश बुक की क्रेडिट साइड में लिखते हैं. तो मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज दिस की एनी एक्टिविटी डन बाय द बिजनेसमैन, आई रिपीट चिल्ड्रन, एनी एक्टिविटी डन बाय द बिजनेसमैन विल अपीयर इन कैश बुक. गॉट इट क्लियर? बैंक कॉलम. Any activity done by the bankers would appear in passbook. If the activities appearing in cash book are also appearing in passbook, activities appearing in passbook are also appearing in cash book, there would be no mismatch. कोई mismatch नहीं होगा. एक जगह है दूसरी जगह नहीं है, there would be mismatch. आप करेक्ट कैसे करेंगे वो तो बहुत बात की स्टोरी है. पहले आप उसे शो करेंगे. कहां शो करेंगे? इन अ स्टेटमेंट कॉल्ड बैंक रिकॉन्सिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट. हर्ड वेल चिल्ड्रन? वही ट्रांजैक्शन जो आपने अभी पढ़े मैं आपको फिर से बताने जा रहा हूं. दे आर द कॉज ऑफ मिसमैच. यू डिपॉजिटेड सर्टेन चेक्स इंस्ट्रक्टिंग टू द बैंक प्लीज कलेक्ट मनी ऑन आवर बिहाफ. बैंक फॉरगॉट टू कलेक्ट द मनी, और बैंक हैज कलेक्टेड द मनी बट दे हैव नॉट अपडेटेड द रिकॉर्ड्स. तो आपके बैंक कॉलम ऑफ कैश बुक में तो रिकॉर्डेड है बट पासबुक में नहीं है. बैंक कलेक्टेड द मनी but shown in somebody else's account. आपके अकाउंट में पैसा आया ही नहीं. or the check which you gave to the bank, children, simply dishonored. Why? Signature mismatch, amount not available, वगैरह वगैरह, numerous reasons are there. So you have shown it in your cash book and inflated your balance. Did the bank bring the money, children? बैंक पैसे ही नहीं लाया, तो आपका पासबुक का डेटा कुछ और बता रहा है, आपका कैश बुक का डेटा कुछ और बता रहा है. This mismatch is called as the cause of difference. Similarly, you have issued checks to many people, children, but those people were doing rehearsal for upcoming Ram Leela's Kumbhkaran role. रामायण दिखाई जाती है शायद, सो गए, रिहर्सल कर रहे थे कुंभकर्ण बनने की. Didn't go to the bank, पैसे निकले ही नहीं बैंक से. You thought money must have gone out. आपने कैश बुक का बैलेंस तो कम कर दिया. अभी पढ़ा था ना थोड़ी देर पहले, विड्रॉल की वजह से बैलेंस गिरता है. बट वो पर्सन बैंक गया ही नहीं. क्या आपके बैंक से पैसे निकले? नो नो नो. You gave the check to somebody, but your signature mismatch dishonored the check, children. पैसे निकले ही नहीं. You gave the check to an idiot who ultimately lost it. बैंक से पैसा निकला ही नहीं. You had two accounts in your bank, children. Account number 420, account number 421. पैसे निकलने थे 420 से, गलती से निकल गए 421 से. अगेन मिसमैच आ जाएगा 420 और 21 दोनों में ही, क्योंकि जिससे पैसे निकले उसका चेक दिया नहीं, और जिसका दिया उससे निकले नहीं. Fine. Similarly, some customer of yours deposited the money, children, but you didn't got any information. आपके टेनेंट ने आपके अकाउंट में रेंट ट्रांसफर कर दिया और उसने आपको बताया नहीं. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज के शेयर्स थे, डिविडेंड मिला, आपके पास कोई नोटिस आए नहीं. फॉरगेट दिस. बैंक ने आपको इंटरेस्ट दिया, बताया नहीं. कुछ डेटर्स ने डायरेक्टली पैसे दे दिए, बैंक में पैसे जमा थे, इंटरेस्ट आ गया, किसी और के पैसे आपके अकाउंट में आ गए. 3 दिन बाद बैंक को पता लगा तो रिवर्स किया गया, उसको सही किया गया. बट टिल देन आपके पासबुक में पैसे ज्यादा हैं और आपको पता नहीं था. दैट्स द कॉज ऑफ मिसमैच. इसी का रिवर्सल, चिल्ड्रन, इसी का रिवर्सल. पैसे निकल गए बट यू डिडंट हैड एनी आइडिया. बैंक ने कुछ चार्जेस लिए, आपके कहने पे आपका इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम दे दिया. गलती से निकलना था अमिताभ बच्चन के अकाउंट से पैसा, आपके अकाउंट से निकल गया. बैंक ने आपके कहने पे वाटर चार्जेस, इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस पे कर दिए, बट आपको पता नहीं था, तो आपने रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं किया. लॉजिक समझ में आ गया? तो ये बात कर रहे हैं 25 साल पहले की. आज तो एप्स आ गए, पता लग जाता है. तो आज छोटे बिजनेसेस में बीआरएस की जरूरत नहीं होती, बड़े बिजनेस